The last Dreadnought for now is coming out. Hello everyone and welcome back to Anno 1800 Megacity. We are really capped now with the influence, or really low. Let's put it over here to my main fleet, or main fleet 2 of Dreadnoughts that is gathering. Yeah, and well, that ship is on its way and we marvel at its beauty. We have a few things to do in Crown Falls once again. So one thing is now we have this southern island here, Crab Ridge it's called. And Crab Ridge, I would like to also build up a smaller settlement now, because we do need farmers and workers that are going to get extinct soon in Crown Falls, right? So we do need to have something to tackle that. And another island with another commute pier will do just fine. And we can of course also then use, once again, some airship transportation in between to also, for example, start creating the, the regional mail, right? That at the moment is not available. There's 150 tons, that was a previous mistake, dropping some goods, right? And then it became regional, but we can do this of course by having another bigger city that provides it them. Now Shoredix is a bit crowded with all the fur coats that we have and the farms that we have on it for the beer production, so there's not that much room for expansion in Shoredix other than repairing buildings. And also Catester is rather kept by now because we have the big industries then surrounding it. So I do need to have another alternative village a bit further away, perhaps from Crown Falls itself. And yeah, we can do this then just fine right over there in this area here, right? So let's go ahead and build us another smaller settlement, shall we? Alrighty, having the first view here, of course, as you might notice, these are not normal farmers, right? This is not a normal marketplace. This is a community center, and these are not normal farmers, but these are pescetarians. So once again, we are using the cool mod pescetarians that adds a new farmers, workers, and artisan residences that have more or new needs, right? So that it's not so repetitive. So we do have the vegetables here now. We do have cheese that we need to provide, and a library, no longer a pub. Or do we still have a pub? No, but tools we would need, and olive soap we would need as well for these guys here, right? Also, they use different buildings. It's looking like a mixture between artisans and workers. Also really interesting, I think. So let's go ahead and build us a few more. There's also, another ship with building materials coming in. Of course, the building materials are normal then, right? So we do need wood, or timber, that is, and we do need some bricks then down the road as well. Let's go ahead and have the next production then here. That is the timber production. So some lumberjack huts, and let's make it 4 for now, which of course is, as always, way too much. But it's such a cheap production, and it hurts more to not have it than to have a surplus of it. Let's go ahead, get them done. And the cool thing is about the pescetarians is not only that we have more needs, but there's also more people living in these houses here, and more diverse people. So they are adding to the farmers, to the workers, and to the artisans pools alike, right? So if I build one of these houses, three workforces are going up, right? The farmers, the workers, and the artisans. That's the cool thing about it. So let's build it, and you can just watch as all 3 are going up. No, Sean, I don't want to have any war with you, any quarrel. And there you go. Having those, there's also lots of new buildings here that I like a lot. In addition to that, so pescetarians in Crab Ridge is coming up now. And once we have enough people, I'm going to add the commute pier to that area that is then providing for Crown Falls. At the moment, it's not looking so bad with the workforce, but of course, we should watch out for the future then. Alrighty, back to my skyscrapers. While we wait in Crab Ridge, nothing really happens. We can go with the next skyscraper level, since we've provided the gum. And as always, let's go with the pink tower first. I love that one. To level 3. Even pinker than before. Even pinky than before. Cognac is the new need, and then the furniture store, right? And of course lots of people. By now we do get 4,000 credits out of one of these bad boys, if it has a good panorama effect, that is, of course. And of course, especially down from the ground, it's really beautiful to watch them as they are growing in size. And this is only level 3, so there's 2 more levels to come before we can unlock then also the monument. Yeah, and let's just go ahead and do this for the remaining ones here. Getting also the intense panorama effect for these guys here. That means a lot of juice coming in here. I can now, by the way, also upgrade the lower tiers here a bit. They're all level 1 yet, so we can upgrade this one. It does get a smaller panorama effect now, so it's already profitable. And it's still providing, though, to the big ones here with the intense one, right? But now we can do this. Let's upgrade that one and then the smaller ones here too. Also getting a decent one. So more and more of them are becoming profitable now. That should then lead to a better level overall of my income there. These two, and then once again also 2 of them here. Also that red one here, beautiful. And another one with the intense trait on it. It's a green one. I love how they're all different. We got a green one here, we got the red one, and of course the pinky one. The most important out of all of them. As more and more tier 3 are appearing, we have also now unlocked the next building that we require for these investors. So let's go ahead, have a look at that. The department store. Once again, a multi-factory more or less that produces several goods.
Fossil.
And we can have them. We could actually mix it together then with the already existing one so that it looks a bit more cohesive. Before I do that, let's upgrade the remaining workers out there by the tracks, right? This allows me now to get rid of the marketplace and the pub. We'll have a police station there. Yeah, let's keep it for now. I think there's no harm in that. And with that, I would like to move also my church over now. A bit further. So the church is moving further and further away from the center. This allows me to add or to move a few of these skyscrapers over to that area here. That is what I would like to do. Let's make it a big block out of this one here. There you go. And this allows me now to have a bigger shopping area than in that area. Right, so we already have the department store, and we can add the department store for toasters. And now we're going ahead with the furniture store that we do have then right over there. We can also have different styles for this, but let's just go with that one for now. There you go. Does it still reach the warehouse? Of course it does not, by one tile. But I think we can fix this. Yes, we can reach it. There was a street missing here, so that's fine. And by the way, of course, with these tiny areas, we could also then go ahead and have some enclosed trees in between. It's just looking much better. Like this. Alrighty, what does the furniture store require of us? The banker's lamp is the first product that we need to have, we need to provide. Light bulbs, glass and brass. The cool thing is we have all of them available, of course, in Crown Falls. The demand hopefully will not be that high, especially for the light bulbs. We should always be careful that we are capped on that right now. And the bonus effect is for happiness, 11% income for houses, and a further reduction, of 25% for light bulbs and 15% for the jewelry. Let's go ahead, select this. And off it goes, getting the products there ASAP. This is going to be great for us, because really, it is reducing, or it's also affecting a lot of people. Basically, all my engineers and investors in this area will be affected by that. And with that, hopefully, a further reduction of the light bulbs. By the way, let's go ahead and have some more blocks of skyscrapers. This one here, that also has then a taller one in the center. And this one here. The cool thing is you can really upgrade them right away once the game recognizes that you have the goods for it, right? And yeah, because of the upgrade cost of skyscrapers, we are out of windows. Again, steel is also really low. We are still producing enough windows, right? So nothing is wrong with the production. It's just that the skyscrapers do require such a huge amount of windows there. 10 tons for each one of them, and for the higher upgrade costs even more. So in that case, we probably will need to look at my window production there. Now though, for now, we have the goods coming in. Brass, light bulbs and glass. And this will now start the production in the furniture store. And with that, banker's lamps are up for sale.
Let's keep it that way. The lamps
And Donnie, of course, likes this a lot. I just love these stores here, by the way. The Golden Mall. Meanwhile, Crabberidge, oh, we do get a writing desk. Can now be sold in the shopping arcades. A new product available in Crown Falls. In Crabberidge, meanwhile, we have enough timber again, so I would like to go ahead and build us a few more. They have a huge cost, by the way, for timber. It's not like the normal one, right? So each house costs me 6 tons of timber. So yeah, that's that. Let's just quickly check it out. My fish production, though, is fine at the moment. By the way, I don't like the name so much, so let's call it Orestes, one of my Patreon supporters. Hello there, well, thank you for your support, and glad you enjoy the content. Now, Orestes is getting some more people in. I think that is a really cool name, by the way, especially for our pescetarians here. We now have the required permit. Oh yeah, okay, it's getting busy there. Lots of things coming together. Cheese, vegetables would be the next things. So there's lots of people that we can squeeze into these houses here. So every time we provide something for them, we do get another nice boost out of that. Let's have a look at the first production here, that is the vegetables. So the vegetable farm we do need to have for this doesn't require any fertility really, right? It just requires a bit of space. And yeah, we can provide this one right next to those people. Probably, I mean, it's not going to be a mega city or anything like that. It's just going to be a bigger city, right? And I would like to expand a bit over then into this area too. We have a nice, yep, we do have a nice big avenue there as well. Keep the double road there intact as well. Going then all the way to that side, and I'm probably going to copy it once more. Just over here, right? And then we have a bit of space here. Once more. And that's it. And here's probably then the road going up. The epidemic. And here we can then probably also have then our farms. I just want to see where we should expand to the maximum for now. And then we're going ahead with a nice farm area. Yeah, we have the vegetable farms. How many fields do we need? 72. They produce at a rate of 2 per minute. And at the moment we consume 1, right? So we have plenty of resources here then that we can produce out of that. Let's start with the first 2. Bit of timber, and that's really it. Also new buildings, I love that. Beautiful. Lots of details go into these mods. Right, producing us the vegetables now. This will make people happy. The other need they had was the library. Now the library has a rather small range, so we will need to build several of them, right? Let's have the first one then here by this block here. It's also a new building, I think, by the looks of it. Yep. Let's go ahead and make this one a bit more beautiful. So let's have the library then right in here with its own entrance then. And it also has a back entrance then, of course. And let's go ahead and also add some trees to this area for now. Till we have some better ornaments available. Beautiful library, also providing now more pescetarians than ever, right? So the workforce, especially for the workers, is growing here right now. And vegetables is already coming in as well. Meanwhile, the building permits for the scholars. Let's go ahead and build a few more houses over there. Behind the library. We are now at 27,000 research points as a maximum that we can provide. Another thing I know some of you have been dying to see is some better avenues that we have. So right now we got this big block of concrete through the city, right? And of course, there is a few things that I've planned for this one here. Let's start by the docklands, really. Because as you can see, we can just have a nice path right in the center of the avenues. That's why I do have it with 6 or 7 tiles even. And with that, we can then add, yeah, now ornaments to it if we feel like it. And of course, we feel like it, like that. And then also right here in the center, leading all the way up to the track system that we have. Let's go in and add some stuff now. And that is where we quickly have a look at nighttime. Because in nighttime it's looking rather dark, right? And we can now add the city lights to our city with that. It's going to take a while though, but we can start here. Let's go for... Ooh, where is it? My city lights, please. It's that whole menu is still a mystery to me. We do have the public timepieces. We do have the city lights right over there. So we can have them here, for example. Right? And then we go in with also a block of some enclosed trees, for example, right? And with that, we can add more lights in general to the city. So we can also do the same thing then here and here. But since we have the space, we could also go ahead with taking away even more room from the main roads. There's still 2 layers of roads on each side, which I think is fine. Let's do this. We can add more enclosed trees. And then some more city light ornaments. So what I can also do is... Let's add a steel clock to the area. People can see the time. And then there's also, for example, a telephone box. All these small details. 2 telephone boxes on that side. Together with a public timepiece. So this is similar, I think. Telling you the time, but with a bench on it, and this is a round bench around it. And there you go, one big avenue now with some ornaments in between. Also some separated ones. And in that case here, we can do the same thing with the smaller streets as well. So for example, we got the 3-layered roads in between as well, right? So in the smaller areas, like here for example, where we can also do at least some enclosed trees in the surrounding area. So let's just have it also for this whole area there. And let's also add then some lights on both ends to the area, leading then to just much more lighting, also then lighting during the nighttime. And at the big roads we can also see this just fine then. And there you go. Also, this whole area now fully with separate avenues. Oh, and also just on time, another building permit. We can finish also the next 5 houses then down there already, closer to the museum as we get closer to that. Let's also actually add a, we don't need the police station there anymore, but a triple layered road. And with that, we can then also go ahead with some smaller enclosed trees right over there. Of course, with some entrances then towards the central park. Once again, also with some city lights in between. During nighttime, we can see the effect then, as my streets are getting a bit better illuminated. By the way, we could also do it like that. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yep, I like this one. Let's add it. Let's add this effect also here to the center of these enclosed trees here, so that we have even more lights available. There you go. And as time progresses, we can then add more ornaments over time, because this is actually not looking so bad as the game adjusts the enclosed trees around ornaments, which I like a lot. In that case, we can add then more things. Perfect. Let's go ahead though. We can, upgrade a few more. I would like to go ahead with a few more skyscrapers most likely, so we can now continue with the tier 2 upgrades here. Closer then to the town hall as well. There you go. And probably, yep, there, the central ones. Leading to more juice, because of course they get the better panorama effect. So far so good, lots of things accomplished. Stay tuned.